Do you know what made Michael Corleone from The Godfather so powerful? Imagine him sitting in a room, barely saying a word, and still making everyone nervous. That's not intimidation. That's pure aura, the kind of fearless aura that makes people pay attention without you even trying. In this video, I'll show you how to tap into that same energy, how to move, think, and carry yourself so you give off that calm authority just like Michael Corleone. Number 5, act on logic, not emotion. Think about Michael. You don't remember him screaming or throwing tantrums. What sticks in your mind is the way he'd sit there, stone-faced, calculating, already 2 steps ahead. That calmness wasn't weakness, it was calculation. Think about the scene where he agrees to kill Solazzo and McCluskey. Everyone's panicked, it's dangerous, it's almost suicide. But Michael sits there calm, his mind already stripping the situation down to numbers, probabilities, and angles. Logic told him this was the move that secured his family's future. Emotion would have told him to run. He chose logic. And that's your first step to building a fearless aura, because the moment people see you rattled, the moment your decisions come from emotion, they own you. They know how to push your buttons. But when you slow down, look at everything like a chessboard, and cut out the noise, fear disappears. Next time you're tested, ask yourself, am I reacting because I'm cornered, or am I responding because this move makes sense long term? That single shift makes people feel your calm authority. And if that's the foundation, then the next layer is even darker, so keep watching. Number 4, read people's intentions and use them. Michael wasn't just logical, he was surgical. He didn't waste time reacting to what people said, he focused on what they really wanted. That's the difference between men who play the game and men who own the board. Think back to Carlo. Michael knew Carlo betrayed the family. He could have exploded right then and there, shouted, raged, punished him instantly. That's what an emotional man would have done. But Michael, he kept it cool. He invited Carlo in, treated him with warmth, even made him feel safe. All the while, Michael already knew the truth. He just waited for the right moment, the right stage, to end him. That's not just revenge, that's mastery. People lie with their mouths, but they can't hide their intentions forever. Their hunger, their fear, their jealousy, it leaks out through actions, habits, patterns. And once you learn to see that, you stop being surprised by betrayal. You stop being blindsided. You start moving like Michael, 3 steps ahead. Michael's strength wasn't in what he used to guess. It lay in his assessment and observation. He watched how people behaved when they thought no one noticed. He remembered small details which others ignored. And when the time came, he used that information with precision. So, once you start seeing intentions instead of words, you don't even need to confront people. They'll expose themselves. You just stay calm, collect the data, and when the time is right, you use it. That's how quiet men end up controlling the loud ones. And hey, if you're enjoying with this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It tells me you want more of these deep dives into powerful characters. Number 3, control your image. If you study Michael, you'll notice something strange. He doesn't give much away. He doesn't explain himself, doesn't ramble, doesn't expose cracks in his armor. His words are measured, his movements are intentional, his silences stretch out just long enough to make others uncomfortable. That's not by accident. That's calculated. Michael controlled how the world perceived him, and that's what gave him that air of power. Now compare that to how most people live. They overshare, broadcast their insecurities to anyone who'll listen. They wear their struggles on their sleeves, thinking it makes them relatable. But in reality, it makes them predictable. And predictable men can't be feared, can't be respected, and can't hold power. To build that Michael Corleone aura, you need to treat your image like a weapon. Be selective about what people know. Control your tone, your body language, and your expressions. Don't smile unless you mean it. Don't frown unless you want to send a message. Silence, when used right, will unnerve people more than shouting ever could. Think of how many times Michael just looked at someone and it was enough to break them. That's image control at its peak. And once you've mastered that silence and control, here's where you turn it up a notch. Because fearlessness isn't about avoiding anger, it's about weaponizing it. Number 2, use anger deliberately. One of Michael's greatest strengths was that he wasn't afraid to show anger, but he never let it own him. Anger, for him, was a tool. When he lashed out, it wasn't random. It was precise, timed, devastating. Take the scene with Fredo. He doesn't just scream at him the moment he discovers betrayal. No, he waits. He chooses the place, the time, the audience. His fury explodes in a way that leaves Fredo humiliated, broken, and exposed. That's not uncontrolled rage. That's deliberate fury. Most men let anger rule them. They blow up at the wrong people, at the wrong times, for the wrong reasons. And when that happens, their anger loses all weight. People stop taking it seriously. But if you hold back your fire and only unleash it when it's truly necessary, it becomes terrifying. People begin to realize, if he's angry now, it must mean something. Your anger gains gravity. To build that aura, practice restraint. Don't be the guy who shouts over small inconveniences. Save your intensity for when it truly matters. And when you do show it, make it undeniable. But all of this, the logic, the image, the controlled fury, it all collapses if you can't make a choice and stand by it. And that's where Michael truly separated himself from everyone else. Number 1, be decisive and stand by your choices. Michael Corleone wasn't perfect, but he was decisive. Once he made a choice, he committed. Whether it was taking over the family business, executing enemies, or cutting ties with those who betrayed him, he didn't waver. He understood that hesitation breeds weakness. The more you second guess, the more people see you as uncertain. And uncertainty kills respect faster than anything else. You see it clearly in the way Michael takes command after Vito's death. He doesn't try to make everyone happy. He doesn't ask for approval. He lays down the plan, he enforces it, and he accepts the consequences. That's why people followed him, even when they feared him. They knew he wouldn't fold. Now think about how this applies to your own life. Most people sabotage their own aura because they can't stand by their decisions. They say one thing today and another thing tomorrow. They fold under pressure. They take actions, then backpedal when criticized. And every time they do that, they shrink in other people's eyes. If you want a fearless aura, train yourself to choose and commit. Take time before deciding. Think it through logically like Michael would. But once the choice is made, it's yours. Don't explain. Don't defend. Don't apologize for it unless absolutely necessary. Stand firm. Because the truth is, people don't follow men who are always right. They follow men who are decisive. Michael Corleone's aura was built on fear and respect. But what happens if you take that same energy and add something darker, more masculine, and more untouchable, like Batman's aura? If you want to learn how to build that kind of presence, then watch How to Have a Dark Masculine Aura Like Batman. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.